Yo. What's poppin', yo? What's poppin'? Yo, yeah. I wanted to first start this off by saying, R.I.P. to YouTube's former CEO, Miss Susan. She recently passed, a few days ago due to breast cancer, and it's sad because I never covered it before, but a few months ago, her son had died from an overdose. They believed it might have been fentanyl related and everything, but I wanted to send out prayers to the family for real because death is a tragedy, and to have this much tragedy just around you guys, I send nothing but prayers and healing energy to you. And I can't imagine what you're possibly going through. I've lost loved ones, but to see what you got, I just can't imagine what you're going through. And I really wish you guys nothing but peace, positivity, and healing. And I just also want to just say peace, positivity, and healing. And also, just please don't kill me. These are just my thoughts. But let's get into this video by more. We gonna react to it and everything, and I'm gonna definitely give my thoughts between the video and everything. I'm gonna definitely be pausing and giving my thoughts.
So I just got news that the former CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, just passed away, I believe a day ago, or it could have been a few days ago as this news was just released. And apparently she's been battling with cancer for the last 2 years. And that's very sad to see because honestly, her son literally just passed away 5 months ago, back in February, I believe the 25th when I made that video. It was insane. Like apparently the guy, he was in his college dorm.
R.I.P. man. You see what I mean? Like, could you just imagine? Could you imagine that though? Like your son dies. You're battling cancer. Your son dies. You're battling cancer, and then now you die. Could imagine what he's dealing with right now. Lost probably two of the people he cared about the most. Lost two.
Or many OD'd on some type of drug that I believe may be linked to fentanyl. And back then, we didn't really know how Susan was feeling about that. I think she did make a brief statement talking about the passing of her son, but nothing too big or rambunctious. But now to see her pass away just 5 months after the death of her own son is just crazy.
Like, what are the odds of that though? Like, because most parents, I think that's with every parent, you always want to outlive your children. But could you just imagine that? That's just sad.
And regardless of how you felt about her and how she treated the YouTube platform, as a mother, I couldn't imagine how she must have been feeling about the sudden passing of her own son while also battling with the ongoing fight of cancer. That's just crazy. And the thing is, back then when her son died, people were clowning her and making fun of her for the situation and thinking it was cool to throw jokes at her just because she didn't run the platform properly. I will admit she messed a lot of things up. But like I said in my previous video about the passing of her son, just because she was a bad person,
I really want to ask y'all that. I just curious on y'all thoughts. Do y'all think that's fucked up of people, and why do you guys think people are like that? Even though just because they may not like something particular that somebody did, once something bad happens to that person, do you think that that's corny that people rejoice in that tragedy?
in your eyes didn't make it okay to make fun of her or the death of her son. Like, that's just crazy, especially since the guy overdosed on something that he probably didn't think would kill him. But yeah, as you can see here by a headline by the New York Post, they do say that Susan Wojcicki was 56 at the time of her passing, months after her son died of an overdose in California. You know, in the comment section, you have some comments from people like Alex Jones saying dead from the cancer injections. Phantom said, nah, with the F, rest in peace. Omar said, the older you get, the more you realize how young 56 is. Somebody said, first her son and now herself. May their soul rest in peace. Dr. Grande said, rest in peace. She actually tried to communicate and listen to YouTubers, but arrived at an unlucky time when everyone was pulling ads from YouTube and ended up getting way more hate than she deserved.
I think that comment really depicted it out the best of her tenure at YouTube, because I don't think that she was the worst person in the world. I think that the issue that more YouTubers had with her was that, one, YouTube, there was once upon a time, bro, where YouTube, it didn't even matter if you were monetized, bro. It was to a point where hate speech was a thing. You couldn't, bro. I remember there was games where I would just be talking to my niggas. Like, I know most of y'all don't know. I used to stream a lot of 2K content. Like, that's how I started on YouTube, was streaming nothing but 2K. So I remember there was days I would stream 2K and like I'm streaming it. We cooling, we chilling. Me and my boys, we shooting the shits, chilling. And I'm on stream, and I remember I would say to my boys like, "Yo, what's good? Like, my nigga, what the fuck you talking about?" Or my nigga, da da da, or something like, and just along those contacts. And because I said the word nigga, oh my goodness, so many of my videos got taken down, bro. Like literally taken down. I'm just like hate speech and all this. I'm putting in claims. It's just if you knew, if you know, you know. If you remember the old days of YouTube, certain times you really did have to watch what you say. Just saying. And just talking about her time there. You had to watch what you say.
Getting way more hate than she deserved. Somebody
But that getting way more hate than she deserves, I just want to see one more thing on this. Getting that way more hate than she deserves, I think that is the truth. I don't think that I think because also with people like when you're pulling in ads and then they're demonetizing your videos, I think that that was the other biggest issue because of all the demonetization that she was that happened at her tenure.
deserve. Somebody then responded back by saying, dude, she removed the dislike button and despite huge backlash.
I forgot that she removed the dislike button, but you know, it's so crazy. I forget which other platform it is. They don't have a dislike button. So I don't understand why this. It's so funny that hindsight being 2020 now that she removes the dislike button, and it's funny because now there's apps that don't have a dislike button.
Refused to do anything about it, stopped being a bootlicker, and stopped denying her horrible job just because she died at a young age. She did a horrible job and deserves to be called out for it. Granted,
Okay, you could call out somebody for doing a horrible job, but at the same time, you don't have to disrespect the dead. I think that's where he's getting at. It's not so much is that some people are like saying the hateful stuff, the stuff about she deserves death and all of that. I think that's where what he's getting at.
they then responded back by saying, bro, no need to get so heated about a dislike button. I also disagree with its removal, but dislike bombing videos for the stupidest of reasons had become a widespread thing, which festered mob hate culture on YouTube. So I can also understand the arguments for removing it. Now,
Does anybody remember that when people used to mass like dislike a video just to do it? Like it was if it was like a bigger streamer was bigger than a different streamer and you guys got into it and they sent their cult following on you, could kill a whole YouTuber's career with that dislike button.
personally, me, I think removing the
Once
dislike
upon a
button was the
time.
biggest mistake they ever made because generally speaking, when I created content and I would upload a video, I would literally use the dislike button as a way to gauge whether my audience or random viewers liked the video or not. Literally, that was the purpose. If there was a ratio, like let's say 90% likes to 10% dislikes, I would say, maybe this video wasn't so popular and I'll not touch on that topic again. But if it was like 50% likes and 50% dislikes, clearly that's a controversial video I probably won't ever make again. Or if it was like a 99% liked video, I would say, hey, okay, people are rocking with this. I'll keep making more of that. And that's how I really got popular back in the day. But now, like, since they removed it, people just stopped using it as much. And you can't really gauge whether or not people really like the video or not unless you dig into the comments. And I don't read comments like that unless it's like the first
I want to see where he's going with this. I'm gonna let him
5 to 10 minutes of a video where my OG core fans or viewers, I know we're gonna watch the video and comment, but as a lot of you probably guessed by now, I just don't like reading comments. It's bad for my mental health. I'll get into arguments with people because people will talk shit and not expect shit to come back to them, and it's just a waste of time. It doesn't benefit me or quite frankly the person who commented because they often get embarrassed. But anyway, yeah, I think it's
I fuck with him, man. I ain't don't got nothing else to say for that, yo. Some of y'all in the comment section, I'll be having some choice words to say to some of y'all niggas, but you know what? I keep it to myself because I'll be like, you know what? They don't know me, I don't know them. And this is the YouTube, it's the internet. So you know what? I agree with him first because, yo, I'll be, woo.
sad that she died, but she did mess up the platform for a lot of people. She terminated a lot of people under her policies, under her leadership, demonetization, mass demonetizations of a lot of channels. A lot of people got their careers and lives destroyed. The amount of endless community guideline strikes and terminations and bans I've received.
That's the truth right there. That's the truth. Like that's one thing. She was terminating channel, and then I think it was like one thing with if it was like one channel got taken down, all your channels that were connected to that Gmail account got taken down. I forgot about that.
Received was crazy.
Not
And other
the best
people who
moment.
didn't have the resources or the network to either restore their channels or remove certain strikes that were bogus, unfortunately never got the chance to come back to the platform. You know, here's a good post by Pimp Master Broda. He said,
Yo, I really forgot that bro got banned off the platform. It's so crazy how history, like, if you know, not saying history rewrites itself, but if You don't remember it? Shit, it's like it never happened.
The amount of history rewriting in these comments is incredible because she died, and it's a sad thing, right? Most normal, insane people are not gonna make fun of somebody and bring up their bad history when they pass. But he wanted to point out the fact that Mr. Wojcicki did bring mass demonetization. I'm pretty sure all of you remember that broken ass notification system. Like, you literally would not get a notification for any of the subscribed YouTubers you were subscribed to, right? You wouldn't even get recommended their videos if you watch their content all the time.
I feel like this should be happening now because y'all be telling me that y'all don't be subscribed to me. Actually, right now, while y'all watching this video, if you're still here, check to make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you turn those noties on so you see when your favorite boy posts, because I know y'all like it when I post. That's why y'all here right now, right? So why not? You want to help me be great, right? Y'all want to be great with me too? Yo, join the family. Hit that sub button. Hit the noti button. You know what I mean?
He also said the system was so broken at first that hundreds of thousands of creators, in regards to the monetization system, lost their jobs and side hustles. And keep in mind, a lot of YouTubers and content creators, they have families and bills to pay. Can you imagine how many people lost their homes, their cars, went into debt, lost their livelihood or medical bills because the out of touch and incredibly irresponsible policies that under Susan Wojcicki's leadership were forced upon all of us? He even said,
one thing I will say about that, I just wanted to speak one point onto that because he made a very valid point. With that, you really do have to think about a lot of different things because how many people did lose their career? I never thought about that. When some people are throwing, you never really think about how some people's lives were affected by a person's decision. I think just one decision could lead to a whole course of actions. Like, what's that shit called? The butterfly effect. And her doing some of the things she did destroy some people's lives. So I didn't think about that. How many people's lives were destroyed and so much turmoil came from her messing up their YouTube channel? Just saying. I never thought about that.
even today, it regularly makes glaring mistakes, and being able to speak to a normal human being at YouTube is near impossible. Now, personally, me, I have gotten to speak to people at YouTube since I'm like a bigger channel. I've been on the platform for years, right? I've gotten a YouTube rep. I have access to like the live chat thing where a support agent can talk to you about a problem, then escalate it to the internal team at YouTube, right? I do have access to those things. But keep in mind, I'm in the 1% of this platform. The 99% of other creators on this platform get treated like dog shit. I realize that. And they don't get a second chance or even a third chance sometimes when they mess up. So I completely understand everything this man is trying to say here. And, you know, he goes on to talk about the LGBTQ thing. Like, there was a point in this website's history where if you were like gay or in the LGBTQ community, or if that was like a topic, right, of you supporting it or even criticizing it, it would just get flat out, right, demonetized. Like, that was a topic you couldn't.
Oh man, what? Oh my goodness. I remember. Yo, back in the day, it's so crazy how time could change so much shit. Because back in the day, some of niggas' favorite streamers wouldn't be able to even be on the platform for 5 minutes. Because damn, they would have got canceled so quick.
Talk about, which was dumb. And that was an obvious form of censorship that I believe may have been mishandled or swayed by ads and YouTube's priority in not being controversial. But back in the day, when we had creator on creator beefs and diss tracks and makeup channels were the biggest thing ever, and PewDiePie was still around, and you had community-based drama and the.
Does anybody remember PewDiePie? Just saying, does anybody remember PewDiePie? Oh my goodness.
Whole platform, from creators to viewers to even employees, sometimes all participating in community-oriented beefs or dramas and large events. Like, that was when YouTube was at its peak. That's when it was like super fun. Yeah, sure, there was a lot of shit going on back in 2018, 2019, 2020 and all that. There was a lot of toxicity, right? But it was fun when the dislike button was around and you could pretty much monetize anything and people could say whatever they wanted to have to say without censoring themselves, and people could curse without probably getting flagged and demonetized for saying the F word, and you could talk about anything because it was about your community and the content and the creator and just people having fun, until everything went to shit and everything became overly politically correct and sterile, and there was this bullying policy that nuked my content. I used to like to roast people in videos, and by the way, those people reached out to me and said those videos were funny. They liked my roast of them, but then the policy came and you couldn't say anything.
Bro, you gotta be careful now what you say about people. Still, even to this day, you still gotta be careful what you say about certain dudes on YouTube, man. You could get hit with a defamation if you say some of the wrong information. Just leave that video up there, man. I'm just saying. It's all happened with Tasha K and that Cardi B situation. It's a little different, but I'm just saying. Throwing it
about
out there.
anybody's immutable characteristics or whatever, and a fat joke could literally get you banned for a month. Like, holy shit. Thanks for killing my
Hell
channel,
yeah.
YouTube. But, you know, I'm still not going to condone people making fun of her for dying, especially since she was a cancer patient. Not like, come on, bro. People. It's fucking disgusting. Two wrongs don't make a right. Don't stoop down that low. Have some type of morals about you. You know, just checking the goddamn quote retweets on Twitter under this post. You know, people are saying YouTube became pro-censorship, Reddit dystopia, sponsored by the ADL, and corporate hegemony because of this bitch. You will not be missed. Rest in peace, bozo. Somebody said deserve for putting two.
See, that's what I mean. Like, because this bitch, like, is that really? Can't even just say RIP and keep it pushing. Like, that's the point. I mean,
Unskippable ads before your video. She can hold 21,000 likes. Maybe YouTube will have shorter ads now that this bitch is dead. Susan Waluigi right now. Press S to spit. Rest in peace, bozo, with an anime dancing lolly girl. Jesus fucking Christ.
What
Luga
the
said
hell?
deserve for.
Oh my gosh. You know, I ain't gonna cap. The internet is a sick place. Y'all are some sick individuals.
Doubling ad.
Did they have a nigga getting sturdy? This is how I feel about life. I'm the fucking floor.
Jesus fucking Christ. Luga said deserve
Like, yeah.
for doubling ads. Will not be missed. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Another libtard CEO down, many more to go. So clearly there's a lot of very bad people saying a lot of very bad stuff about a past cancer patient, and it's just sick.
I hate to see what some people say about me in private. Jesus, this is what they say about you in public. What do they say about you in private? Oh my goodness.
It really is. Listen, guys, talking to
I'm just saying, none of y'all had this energy for her when she was alive, though.
the viewers and my fellow content creators out there in the industry, listen, the way I see it, two wrongs don't make a right. Whether you liked her or not doesn't mean there's a justification to make fun of her for dying or her son 5 months prior. I understand the hatred. I understand the contempt. Most of the YouTube community, the viewers and the creators, did not like her when she was alive. But like I say with all my topics talking about people passing that people didn't like, I'm like, you can dislike what they did, you can dislike the person, but let's not get to the point and stoop that low to where we are desensitized to people passing and dying and being that hateful. Because you never know. It could happen to any one of us. And then when we die, that bad karma might just come right back to us. Anyway, though, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Rest in peace, Susan. Rest in peace to her son. And so my condolences to anybody affected by this, family members, loved ones, friends, colleagues, all that. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to sub, hit the noties, like, dislike. It all helps. And until next time, everybody, stay safe out there.
Word, man. Yo, go check out bro's channel. Go check out. His name's More. Yo, bro is definitely, yo, that was a real good video. He put that shit together for real. Like,
so I just got news.
Really put that together. Nah, I'm fucking with that. Yo, R.I.P. Susan. As much as we may have not liked your policies, as much as we may have not liked certain things you did as a CEO, it doesn't negate the fact that, one, you were a mother, you were a wife, you were honestly a human being. And at the end of the day, we have to remember that as people. I know that we may not have liked what she did, but come on, y'all. Some of the shit I'm seeing just on the internet is just crazy. R.I.P. Susan. May you just rest in peace. And I'm sending so much healing energy to that family, man. Man, my prayers be with them, man. But y'all already know it's your boy Icon got you. And please don't kill me. These just be my thoughts, man. And you already know, man. I'm out.